Welcome to the channel. These are going to be the fun videos that I'm going to get to do. We're going to do a packaging from some of the watches that I bought off of eBay. So go ahead, stick around, buckle up, and let's see what we got on eBay this week for my purchases. We'll be with you in a minute. So what I got here in front of me are two packages that I got off of eBay. Pocket watches. Got really good deals on them. We're going to go ahead and open them up and see what they are. And you're going to get the unbiased reaction of what they are. I have not seen these yet. All I saw were the pictures that I've seen on when I purchased them off of eBay. I do believe they were both buy it now. These are not auctions that we got. I got these as a buy it now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that first package. I am so excited. I love getting packages. So the first one here, let's go ahead and open her up. You even get to see the packaging that people are doing for it too. So sometimes I'm impressed and other times I'm not very impressed. This one so far seems to be pretty good. Plenty of bubble wrap, and it looks like they even stuck it in a container here. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I'll even open it up to you first. Ah, oh, you get to see the other side of it. Let's go ahead and get my block over here so we can go ahead and see what we got. Oh, I even get a piece of cookie from them. Yay. That's gross. All right, so what we got here. This is a Hamden 18S pocket watch. Pretty nice. I mean, I was happy with it when I saw it. Hey, got a good mainspring on it. That's awesome. Let's see if it comes to life. So far, nothing. Give it a little shake. There it pops. She's rolling away right now. Now, how healthy is it? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it is not very healthy. That it most likely is going to need a clean service, and we will do that on the channel on a future video. So go ahead and subscribe and like this if you like this content, and you'll be able to see this beauty getting redone and get a new lease on life. But for now, let's go ahead and get this open and see what the inside looks like. The face, I'm going to go ahead and do the face first, because you never really can tell how clean they are with the glass, because you can see that I don't know if you can see on the camera, that glass is pretty cloudy. But the good thing is that is an actual glass crystal on there. That's a nice little beveled glass crystal, so that will clean up really well. It doesn't even look like there's too many scratches on it, so yeah, it'll clean up really good. Nice, delicate little hands, some really cool bluing to them. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Now, this is a movement. My guess is that movement didn't originally come in this watch. I bet you somebody recased this watch. This movement originally would have been for a hunting case pocket watch because of where the winding stem is. Usually when you get one with this configuration where the winding stem is at number 3, it was because it was for a hunting case where you snap it and it pops open. It's supposed to be carried like this and held upright like that, but nonetheless, it doesn't detract from it for me. This is a lever set. Ooh, there it is. Pull the lever out and let's see if it sets. Oh, and it sets perfectly. Look at that. Beautiful. Snaps back in. Let's go ahead and put that front cover back on. Flip it over, and you know what? It's got a pretty good back case on a little dent right there, but part of the character, as far as I'm concerned, part of the character. I love it. Oh, look at her. That is not a healthy there's not a healthy amplitude on it. I can tell you that right now. We'll put it on the time grapher in a second here. But let's go ahead and get it wound up. Absolutely gorgeous watch. Look at that. Like I said, that is a very, very weak. I don't even know if that's going to show up on the time grapher. But we'll get up to the time grapher and I'll throw this on there and and give it a whirl and see what it looks like. You know, the case is just a nickel-plated case, but in really good shape. I mean, you can't complain about this watch. Awesome, awesome watch. I can't remember what I paid for this watch. Let's go ahead and see if we can. I'll throw up on the screen what I actually paid for this watch. I will tell you right now, I didn't pay a lot for it. I don't pay much more than about $30 to $35 a watch when I do buy them. This one, I'm going to say, is probably right within that range. Really good buy as far as I'm concerned. Love it. Absolutely love it. So let's move on to the next one. We'll put this one off to the side. It's still running. Not good, but it's still running. Awesome. Well, if they're all like that, then I'm going to be super, super excited. And my wife will be happy because she'll have a little protective case to ship one of these watches in once I go through and fix it up and for sale. I do keep a couple of them, but I predominantly do this because I just enjoy, hey, I enjoy the hunt, and I also enjoy fixing them. But you can't keep them all. It's not feasible. You can't by any means keep everything that you get. So that will be the reason why I sell them. So pretty decent job. I personally, when I ship my watches, I don't like shipping them in a bag. I don't believe that that's the proper way to do it. There's just not enough protection in there for that crystal when you ship them in a bag like that. So just remember, if you're shipping them out, it's not a good practice to ship them that way. So another Waltham here, and another American Waltham. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Nice solid case on that one. Really good crystal on it. Little loose. You hear the wiggle? Something's ajar in there. I'm thinking that the movement's probably loose in the case. Let's go ahead and see. It's fully wound. There's definitely something wrong with the crown's not adjusted quite right. I would say it's probably something inside of there. It does go into the set position. But you gotta kind of push it down to get it to wind, but it is fully wound right now. Don't confuse that with overwound, because that's not a thing, people. Let's go ahead and look at that face first. Crystal. That is a plastic acrylic crystal on there. It's not bad. I'll probably keep it. I'm not a fan of the acrylics, but I don't also not like them. You know, when you get an older watch like this one probably came with the same thing, a glass crystal like the last one had, or a crystal. And what should be in there, but this one was most likely replaced. And there's nothing wrong with that. If I were to replace the crystals, I don't have a lot of the glass ones. I would rather just go and put the acrylic one in there now. Now, keep in mind the acrylic ones do, a lot of people are going to see, you see some of the older ones are discolored or what. You know, they get that real smoky yellow, and then it starts to rust the hands and everything else. That will happen with crystals of the time. Newer Flexo crystals now will not do that. They won't react to the sunlight like that. So just keep that in mind if you do order a new one. If you order one of the new old stock ones, you're probably going to get that. I don't know how to tell the difference between the new old stocker or not, but you also got to remember that it took a long time for that to happen to that crystal. You know, it had to be exposed to that sunlight for a fairly long time. So I don't really get into the game of not wanting to put them on there because I'm fine with it. What's curious on this one is look at the, I don't know what that is. Somebody was gumping around in there, but there's some goop in there. You can even see it on my finger. I don't know what that is. Look at that. You can see it across the middle there. It's like a orangey, yellowish. No wonder why it's not running. Now let's see what that back looks like. That'll be really interesting on this one. The back of the case, though, is the nice solid case. There's really not even any dents in it. This is going to be another base metal case. But super nice, you know. It's a period case easily. Yeah, it's another phase. Just a base steel. base metal case. Really nice. I like it. Now this is going to be a 7 jewel. I do believe we've got a... Oh, maybe not. Stem seems to be... Ooh, overbanked. Look at that. You can see it. It doesn't want to move this way. It'll only move that way. So that means that that balance is overbanked, which means that the pallet fork is here and it rocks back and forth. What happened is that pallet fork jumped and got on the other side of the escapement, and that's what you call is overbanked. It could be one of many things. It could be still be a... I don't think it's a broken balance. It could be something with the... Well, it's got a little bit of a wiggle to it. But it just doesn't... I would say it's most likely it's because it was dropped. And it could be that one of the pallets are loose, chipped, loose, missing, something like that. I'm probably not missing because then usually the watch just, you wind it and it just... Because there's nothing holding that escapement wheel. So a future video, we'll go through, we'll pop this one open and see what's wrong with that, with this escapement on there. This looks like a standard little 7 jewel because these 2 jewels aren't pegged, just a regular adjustment on here. So this is just a simple little 7 jewel. Look at that. There's a case screw. That's probably why that was making all that noise. That case is popping. You can see that right there. Oftentimes what they'll do on these is they'll shave half of the screw off. So you only have to, or it's like this one. So you only have to spin it halfway in order to loosen it. And this one just had the other side completely snap off on there. So that's the reason why it's rattling back and forth inside of that case. So I have some spares here that we can throw and replace in there, but this watch, I believe, I'm going to go on a limb and say this is the watch that I paid $20 for. I think it was $20 plus shipping. Fantastic price for it. I mean, if you can fix them or work on them or whatnot, it's a fantastic price because, you know, the dial's in really good shape, the hands, the movement. I would suspect that once I get it apart, I probably can get it back together and get it running. If not, it's going to be a good donor watch, a really solid case for it and whatnot. So yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking that purchase there. That was a good one. Not running, so we're not going to put that one on the time grapher because it's not going to show anything if it's not running. So let me go ahead and get my time grapher down. We're going to go ahead and throw that other watch, this one right here, which it's still going, still running. We're going to go ahead and throw that one on the time grapher and see what it looks like, and probably wrap this video up after that. So let's go see what it says. It is not a healthy watch at all, but hey, it's well, there you go, 186. It's not horrible for the amplitude, but it's not good either. 0.5 milliseconds. I mean, the beat error is really fantastic, but look at that. Plus, 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 plus. That means it's 999. It's off the scale. Hey, you know, I loved my 2 purchases. This was an awesome little purchase here. I don't think I spent more than $60 on both of these watches, and I think I got a pretty good deal off of them. I spend a lot of time on eBay. Every single night just scanning the new listings. Throughout the day I'll scan them. At the evenings I'll go through the auctions, see what I can get. It's a, we would call it as a obsession. Yeah, probably. But hey, if you like the channel, again, go down and hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell to get notifications when a new video comes up. I'll be putting up a lot of videos, and they're going to be pretty fun videos. You're going to follow my journey of collecting watches, fixing clocks, collecting clocks, you name it. So until then, get out and look for these old watches, these old clocks, and bring them back to life. Don't let them sit around. Go ahead and you can find them anywhere. So until then, happy hunting.